Hello friends and my dear students, hope you are safe at your places. So as in the last session we have discussed about Coulomb damping of free vibration. So today we are going to cover the topic of free vibration with hysteretic dampers. Okay. So as you can see here in the topics need to be covered in this particular session. Those are, we will start with the types of damping, then hysteresis damping, then free vibration with hysteretic dampers. Force we are not going to cover here, that will come when I will complete this force vibration topic. Okay, and few examples or application of this particular hysteretic damping. Okay, so as you know that damp vibration, when the energy of vibrating system is gradually dissipated by friction or any other resistance, that is called as, those kind of vibration is called as damped vibration. There are basically two types of damping models. One is viscous damping model, hysteretic damping model, and third one is your Coulomb. So we have discussed about viscous initially, then we covered the Coulomb damping models. So today we are going to cover the hysteretic damping model. So what is this hysteretic damper? Basically, the damping caused by the friction between the internal planes that slip or slide as a material deforms is called as hysteresis or solid or structural damping. While in the Coulomb damping, there was in the sliding between two layers was going to be occur. So due to that friction, that sliding between two different layers, that is called as your Coulomb damping there. But here it is internal plane, means the friction between the internal planes. So that's why it is called as solid or structural damping as well. As you know, the definition of hysteresis losses, you can also recall it with the help of this diagram. It is start with the loading, then unloading, and this way it will repeat. So this is called as hysteresis loop of stress versus strain diagram. Okay. Now, what do you understand by the free vibration with hysteretic damper? So as you can consider the spring and viscous damper arrangement, as you can see in the picture, this is the spring mass and damping system which is going to be used here. So for this system, the force needed to cause displacement are kx plus cx dash. Cx dot is your damping force and kx is your spring force. And for harmonic motion of frequency omega and amplitude x, your small xt will be equals to x sine omega t. So for that, forces can be calculated like this: kx plus minus cw under root x square minus x square. So if you will plot the force versus displacement curve on this, then it will be a kind of closed loop. Okay, and the area of the loop denotes the energy dissipated by the damper in the cycle of motion, and it is given by this particular equation. You can also recall it because the whole reference we are keeping it from S.S. Rao book of mechanical vibration. You can go through that book for recalling those equations written over here. And the energy loss in one loading and unloading cycle is equals to the area of enclosed by the hysteresis loop. Okay, and the similarity between the hysteresis loop and force versus displacement of spring mass damper system can be used to define a hysteresis damping constant, because these are two similar things. And it was found experimentally that energy loss per cycle due to internal friction is independent of friction but approximately proportional to the square of amplitude. Means whatever the energy loss per cycle due to the internal friction, that will be equal to the approximately proportional to the square of the amplitude, and this is just because of the internal friction, means because of the hysteresis losses. Okay, so in this way you can also find out the value of energy loss per cycle. Then let's go to the damping coefficient. Damping coefficient is assumed to be inversely proportional to the frequency, so it can be written as h by omega. H is called as hysteresis damping coefficient. If you know this value and if you know the value of omega, then you can calculate the value of damping coefficient. And energy dissipated by the dampers in cycle of motion, that will be equals to pi h x square. H is your hysteresis damping coefficient, x is your amplitude, and if you know the value of these two, then you can calculate the energy dissipated by the damper. Okay, and for the force displacement relationship, you can also quote it like F is equals to K plus IH into X, where K plus IH equals to K into 1 plus I beta. Okay, so in this way you can also calculate this relationship. And for the response of the system, you can also quote this particular equation, where in terms of beta, your energy loss will be equals to pi k beta x square. Under the hysteresis damping, the motion can be nearly considered as harmonic, and decrease in the amplitude per cycle can be determined by using the energy balancing equations. So this is all about the characteristic of this particular system. Okay, you can also go through it. Now, force vibration we will see when after completion of this. Let us just recall the application. Hysteresis dampers are used for the controlling seismic response of bridge and structures. Okay, then, and any other application, stock bridge dampers is also a kind of hysteresis dampers. Okay, you can also go through it, and it is used to arrest the vortex excitations, which tends to provide oscillation of high frequency, low amplitude in direction transverse to the bend stream, which result in the fatigue failures. So these are the applications and characteristics of hysteretic or hysteresis damping. Okay, you can also go through the book and recall the questions asked in the previous year university exam of mechanical vibration, which you are studying in 6th semester 3rd year curriculum of BTech Mechanical Engineering under Rajasthan Technical University. Thank you so much for your patience hearing. Stay tuned with Engineering College Banswara YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed this channel, do subscribe and hit the like button if you like this particular content, and do subscribe for more such updates about different branches of engineering like mechanical, civil, electrical and computer science engineering. Thank you so much.